Welcome to day one of our 15-day beginner kettlebell program. Here's our workout and here's the equipment I recommend you have available. Let's get right into the very first movement, which is the king of all kettlebell movements, the alternating kettlebell swing. All of the movements for this workout are going to be for time and not necessarily for a rep range. All of our workouts for this 15-day series are going to consist of light to intermediate weighted kettlebells. I recommend choosing a weight that you can complete any of their exercises at least 15 to 20 repetitions with. For this series, we are not concerned with heavy weight. We are concerned with learning the movements and conducting them properly with proper form to alleviate any injuries. In the near future, we will have an intermediate series with heavier weights. Up next, we have the kettlebell clean. We're going to do right side only. While I say that the kettlebell swing is the king of all kettlebell exercises, the kettlebell clean is my absolute favorite. There is a little finesse involved when conducting the kettlebell clean, as you don't want the weight to simply reach up really high and then slap down on your shoulder. Through practice and repetition, you'll find the sweet spot of pulling and then flipping your wrist and having the weight land softly on your shoulder instead of slapping onto your shoulder. Obviously, this is the abbreviated version of this workout. If you'd like to complete the full workout alongside with me, I'll leave the link to that video in the description below. To keep this video short, we're going to skip movement number 3, which is simply kettlebell cleans with the left side. Next, we have alternating single arm kettlebell deadlift. Technique points to keep in mind are to keep your shoulders and your hips squared and forward and stacked on top of each other. Slightly bend at the knees and hinge forward from the hips. Grasp the weight with one hand, tighten your core, and stand up. Put the weight down and repeat for 45 seconds. I'm using a 40-pound kettlebell for our workout today. While that may not seem too heavy, I want to make sure that we learn the proper technique so when we go up to 80, 90, and 100-pound kettlebells, we're not hurting ourselves. And lastly, for our 5 movements, we're going to do the alternating kettlebell clean to press. Step 1 is cleaning the kettlebell up to our shoulder, up to the rack position, and then exploding or pressing from our shoulder through our elbow, making sure the weight goes well above our head. The goal here should be a strict press from the top position. However, if you need to do what's called a push press, meaning using your entire body to explode the weight above your head, by all means, do what works for you. As always, if you need to lower the weight, do so. These movements are designed to give you a good foundation of the kettlebell movement so that when we up the weight and up the intensity in our intermediate series, you're ready. Those are the 5 movements for day 1. Repeat for round 2 and let me know in the comments how it worked out for you. As always, thank you for joining me, and remember, life is as easy as you make it.